Let's get back to hoops. With KD gone and Klay sidelined for the first few months of the next season, all eyes in San Francisco will be turned to the two-time champ and three-time champ and two-time MVP Steph Curry. He does still have Draymond, and of course the Warriors went out and got D'Angelo Russell. But Ramona, I'll start with you. What are the expectations for Steph next season?
I mean, I am a little more bullish on Steph than I think my colleague over here might be. But look, this is Steph Curry, and this is where we find out if he's Tim Duncan or not. Okay, Steve Kerr often refers to him as the Tim Duncan of their franchise, the guy that you build your franchise around, with him, for him, by him. And he is the guy they invested all the money in. They built the new Chase Center. I mean, this is the house that Steph built. Okay, so people forget he won and was an MVP without Kevin Durant. And Timmy was this for the Spurs. He was the bellwether. He's the guy who set the tone. And I've talked to people who are close to Steph or around him all the time. He's embracing this challenge. Like, he really feels like, I'm excited about being in the underdog role. I'm excited that no one's taking us seriously. We're not the hunted anymore. I think he's in a good mental place about it. Now, how he's going to function on the court without Klay is another story. But this is the challenge of his career, and I think it'll do a lot in determining his legacy.
And now for the counterpoint, we go to David McMenamin.
I'll talk about the other story. We're just talking. He's a selfless superstar.
Yes.
He's the best shooter of all time. He's a three-time champ.
Yes.
The only unanimous MVP
ever.
All those things are great, but it doesn't mean he's going to be dominant next year without Kevin Durant, without Klay Thompson for the majority of the season, and defenses who have been just waiting for a chance to get back at the Warriors for years. We've seen that with the Lakers these last several years, where everybody loved the chance to beat up on a team like that was once dominant. Teams would be coming in salivating to throw their double and triple teams at Steph Curry. He's going to score a bunch of points.
Yeah, well, that's my point. I think, like I said, we have
to take a lot of shots.
You and I had a newsroom bet on a cup of coffee that I think he'll lead the league in scoring this year. You took the bet. It didn't give my.
You originally said
I said 35, but I still think he could lead. I tailed it back to lead the league in scoring. But you don't think with D'Angelo Russell there, like there's going to be other guys they can key in on, and Draymond also brings up the ball a ton. Like, just he can play off the ball.
Well, I mean, we had that in the finals, right?
Yeah.
In Game 3 of the finals, we saw a preview and he scored 47 points.
Yeah, that's true.
Now he was exhausted.
Right.
He shot like 35%.
Yeah, it was just like Steph against everybody.
But that's the finals. In the regular season, you're not going to see defense like that
literally
either.
Steph versus the entire team.
Right.
But I don't know that he can keep that up over an entire season, and I think that will be the biggest challenge for Steph and the Warriors, which is Steph can go out and get you 45, 50, 60 points, whatever he wants to get. He can probably get that any night he wants. But can he do it for 82 nights?
Right.
And should he do it for 82 nights?
So that's the question I have for you guys. Ramona, we'll start with you. How many games do you think he plays this season?
If they get off to a decent start and they're in it, I think he can go 70s. He should be in the 70s.
Yeah.
If they get off to a bad start and they're not really in it, then I think we might see the sabbatical year.
Okay.
I mean, if he has complete health, he should play 75. I don't think guys playing 82 makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
You should find some times to give him some rest, even if he's completely healthy. And he's going to score points. I think there's the scoring conversation, and there's like the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
To win MVP, the Warriors are going to have to be a top 3 or 4 seed in the West, I would think, for him to get serious consideration.
Right.
I don't see that happening.
Okay.
So
Well,
let's end that part of the conversation.
We'll find out.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.